Desktop Express is running. External power on. Network 17 subbed as Prime and says evening all.
End of line.
Test? Okay, yes, alrighty. Hi. Hopefully that was not indicative of a bigger problem with today, because I am going to push through with it. Alright. First off here, Network 17, thank you for the Prime sub there, and for 10 months. Very much appreciate that. Okay. So, okay. This is going to be, I'm going to attempt to record this one to edit into a video, so I'm just going to say that up front. So it might be a little awkward,
Lane
pause,
subbed
stop,
as
and
tier
start.
1 and says beginning line. Watching the stream on a freshly built PCA, is it the
End of line.
But Lane Z there, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 26 months. Very much appreciated. High pitch whine. Oh no. All right. Yeah, I think I know what that is. I'm trying to think about how to solve that. That's that camera. That camera is doing it. It's not because I'm speaking. I have a expander on the audio. All right, I'm gonna try something, and then we have to test another thing. All right, you're gonna lose everything for a moment. Hear me, but it's just black and video. Okay. All right, I'm gonna guess the high-pitched sound is gone now. I'll keep talking to make it not mute the audio. Let's see. Not terrible, still intelligible. Okay, yeah, but is it gone now? I have a feeling it is gone now. Let's see. Is it really far behind? I don't know. Okay. Yep, gone. Okay, yeah. There is something wrong with how the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K handles the internal analog audio, and it just wrecks the audio output. I don't get it. So, what it is now...
End of line.
Kazuto, thank you for the Prime sub and for 16 months, sir. I appreciate that. This is coming out of the Tascam DR701D. However, I don't know if it's recording. So let me hit the record button. Boop. And I'm going to go see if it starts recording on that camera. Because I think... No, it does. Okay, we're good. We're good. Whew. Okay. I was concerned there for a moment. Because it has to pass through the HDMI commands to start recording. So, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work then. Okay. Man. All right. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. So like I said, I am going to be doing video recording during this, so it's going to be a little awkward at points, but yeah, we're going to do that. All right, let's do an intro here. Hello there. Today we're taking a look at this thing, which I actually first looked at, I think several years ago now? I don't know. I looked at the VOD for the live stream I did about it, and it was really clean back there. Man, it's been a while since that. So this is a Toshiba T1600/40. The 40 is the hard drive. Should have a 40 megabyte hard drive in it, which I haven't imaged, and I'm not sure I can. We'll take a look at that when we get back in here. But this laptop is broken because the capacitors on the power supply board completely failed, leaked all over, and have actually charred some of the surface mount components in there. So what I have is, oh yeah, and I have opened it already to figure out what the capacitors are I need, and I've removed all of the batteries. There's a second battery in there that's 3 coin cells together. But here I have just a ton of new parts to put in here. So today we're going to take this thing all the way apart again, and we're going to try and get it working. I got this years ago at a thrift store for $10 whole, and it has never worked once for me. The one time I put it in, smoke came out, which I don't know what is, and I don't know that I'm going to be able to totally fix it, but we're going to find out. Because this thing is a 286 laptop with an EGA-capable graphics card, internal 3.5-inch floppy drive, and just in general, it's kind of awesome. All right. Let's see. For the record, for the recording, you guys can't do anything as far as disrupting sound. They go to different audio channels on the ATEM. So yeah. All right. What do you mean everything had gone green? I don't know. HDMI sync issues? I don't think there are any. So yeah. Phone is off. Oh, phone is not off. You know what? We are going to disable the phone today, actually. That's happening. Let me go ahead and do that. I'm also going to bring up the YouTube side so I remember to actually stop the stream. Yesterday, I didn't even open the web browser on this computer. So that was why I didn't get it stopped. I didn't even have it accessible. Let's see. We got coffee. Okay, so I'm going to have to make coffee, which I did move back there because I was hoping... I don't know if you got it, Helen Croft, but thank you for pausing set clock if you did. Toshiba laptops are pretty awesome. I'll talk about it more in a moment because I have things to say. Unfortunately, there's no year on this. If there is, it's like 2007 as far as when I bought it, but the $10 is hilarious. I thought the hinge was in worse shape. I'm curious if it's going to be bad when we get in there. It's a little floppy. I don't know if that's broken plastic or not. I don't remember finding broken plastic in there, but we'll find out when we get it open again. Anyway, I moved the coffee pot back there because I thought that would be way better, but then the power cable can't actually reach the workbench. So that's very annoying because I really wanted it out of the way today. So I spent a bunch of time this morning actually getting prepared for this. Look, we've even got, an actual, of course the camera messes up, an actual spot to work over here with dedicated lighting. Yay! So that's where we're going to be doing all the capacitor replacement there. I always forget how hot the camera gets. So, yeah, only the coffee redeem is still available. All right. Yeah, the quarter 20 mount on the bottom might actually be able to burn you. All right. I'm just going to grab a extension cable or something to plug that in so it stays out of the way. I'll be right back. Let's see. Where do I have one that isn't being used, that isn't horrifying? Ah, here's a power strip.
And lights up as tier 2 for 8 months and says end of line.
Well, I'll get to that in a second. I am off screen. Okay, I also need water, but I can't just bring water. Oh, why didn't I switch? Hi, Kazuto. Wait a minute. Hold on, thank you for the tier 2 sub. I guess you just upgraded it. Wow, thank you. Thank you. Stream buffering, I don't know. On my end, I've seen 1400-ish dropped frames. I don't know when those happened last. Okay, so power for coffee maker. Okay. And boom. Oh, well, I didn't need that ink ribbon anyway. All right. Let me go get some water. Yeah, unfortunately back here I can't really make it in such a way that you can see, but we'll try. Oh, okay. I again forgot my good coffee cup. I remembered to bring it this morning before I left, but when I left I did not remember. So it's closer. All right, here's the powdered milk, which is depleting much faster than the coffee. So I'm gonna have to get more of that. Intentionally buying more of this stuff. Oh gosh. All right, let me see if I can do this. Hello everyone joining. We're being weird right now. I'm making coffee because this is a very on track, on topic stream as usual. Don't use the good coffee cup with F-tier coffee. Oh gosh. Have I broken it? It's already broken. It was broken when I bought it, probably. I don't know if it has any broken plastic. I'm very curious to double check that. I wasn't able to rewatch the stream before starting this, so I don't actually know what the condition is like inside. But yeah, I know I've worked on it before. Wow, this really makes that upper camera seem very dark. It's hard to tell. Maybe that's more correct. I have the monitor at an angle that makes more sense when I'm sitting. I don't know, whatever. Okay. And there's that. And then the grounds. All right, my heathen coffee is ready. Always watch 160p because you're always out and about on the weekends. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't blame you. All right. And coffee eyes. There we go. Okay. I think we're gonna go ahead and look over the laptop here, because it's been a while since I've done that. I don't even really remember what all it has going on. All right. Okay. Oh, there's so much junk around here. Actually spent most of the morning cleaning to try and help, but I only had time to clean up the workbench area. All right. Okay. Let's actually talk about this thing. So, like I mentioned, this is a Toshiba T1600. Thankfully, this predates their horrible gray plastic era where it just like chips off if you bump it with your fingernail wrong. So this one is slightly more robust, although I'm not sure how robust it is because this display is very floppy. I'm not sure if there's broken plastic inside. As I demonstrated, the display actually removes. I don't know if they had different options available. One of these should be monochrome 16 grayscale colors here. I don't know if they ever sold a color version. It would be kind of cool. This one, that looks more colored than monochrome to me, just looking at the black. I don't think I've ever seen a black monochrome display, but I'm not going to get my hopes up that that's color or anything. But this may have broken stuff. I don't know. So we'll find out when we get in there. Elsewise, this is a 286 laptop, like I mentioned. In the back, we have EGA out, which is kind of ridiculous. Dual serial ports. I think there was an option for an internal modem. And dual parallel ports, just because, you know, if you're going to go all out, might as well go super all out. And then this also pops down because this doubles as a stand. You can push this up and lock it in so it can be at a nicer angle to type on. Kind of weird, but that's what it can do. And then we have the button there, and then the positive center, I believe 12 volt power input. So that's what we have going on here. Up front, we have some of my favorite features that these ancient old laptops have. Carry handle, because despite the marketing for this thing, calling it one of the lightest laptops ever made, if not the lightest laptop, it's still very heavy. And part of that weight is due to this, which is dual batteries up front, so that you can have one ready to go charged in your bag at all times, and then hot swap just one when you're running out of power so that you can keep going without having to plug it in. This is one of the best, most hilariously overkill features. No idea what condition those batteries are in. It's probably not great because, let's be real, this thing's ancient. So yeah, we'll see how that goes once we get this in here. I'm going to go ahead and put the, well, actually, we might as well leave it off. But there's another thing I wanted to talk about with this before we get started. This laptop, like I mentioned, I bought it for $10 whole at Savers, and I kind of don't blame them for that. It's probably worth more than that. Maybe not broken in its current state. But this thing just gives off the feeling of a cheap VTech laptop. Like, nothing about this feels premium or nice. It's kind of awful. Every single thing about it, with the exception of the keyboard, which is Alp switches and actually feels pretty good. But everything else, it just, nothing really seems right. It's bulbous, it's weird looking, everything is like floppy. So if this thing works and is powerful, that'll actually be really nice because it'll finally have a reason to seem good in my eyes, because up until now, it's just always been kind of that like weird, ugly, like lumpy laptop to me. So having it be something better would be really cool. All right. Left batteries in that thing. First off, they are NiCad, I believe. Maybe it doesn't even say. How does it not say what the battery chemistry is? That's weird. So yeah, they're fine. Additionally, I can just look at the contacts. They're okay. When I did open this thing, I did remove the internal batteries that, let's see, were they starting to go already? Come on. Reveal your secrets. Ah, yep, they were starting to go. So yeah, the batteries that are actually important to remove, those are gone. All right. T1600 introduced September or October 88. Ooh, cool. If you find out if there is a color screen or not, Digital Ice Age, that'd be really cool. Yeah, this thing, it's very much always been the kind of ugly laptop. I'm seeing the brightness and contrast knobs here. There's no, well, Nance, but I don't think I have ever seen a monochrome screen that is black when it's off. Maybe it's a reverse polarizer. Maybe that's it. That could be it. That's where the Sharp PC 7000 that I took a look at in a video kind of sucked. But I think the later models had an inverted polarizer setup that made the contrast a lot higher, so it looked better. That might be what it is. So one of the parallel ports, a floppy port. Oh, yeah, you know what? That is a good point. Actually, yeah. I was actually reminded that one of the parallel ports is not a parallel port, is external floppy drive, because there was an optional external 360K floppy drive that you get for this thing, because a 286 with only a 3.5-inch floppy drive is a little awkward. So yeah, that is for an external 3.5 or 5.25-inch drive. Now I wonder if one of my externals would actually be compatible with that, because there was a semi-standard pinout that several different drives used, but I'll probably have to look at that, and then I'm not even sure where I put that cable, because, yeah, I didn't really have a use for it before. Maybe I will now. I don't know. But we got to get this thing working first. No label. It's not independently labeled. It's cast. TRS jack is keypad, I guess, for a numpad. It's weird. There we go. I don't know if you can actually see that or not. It says EXT FDD. That's almost impossible to see. Wow. Refuse to believe the color 286 had color LCD. I agree. It wouldn't make sense for it to be color. It would not. Oh, that's loose in a bad way. Hold on. Unfortunately, all the rubber feet fell off of this thing, and the coffee is ready behind me. So now this does not stay on as well. All right. Testing my luck pushing the tab like that. Not sure what you mean. All the pliers can say mention 16 color grayscale. Yeah. The reason I say it could be color is the only other laptop I know of that has an easily removable display like that is the oh my gosh, 51. Maybe it doesn't even have that name. PC convertible. IBM PC convertible. It has a removable display. It is active versus passive, so it's not color. But yeah, the reason it was removable is because there could be different display types. So it's probably not color. But the EGA is just kind of like weirding me out. Like, why is it EGA? So, all right. Let's do coffee. So, oh, I even have water over here already. It's not exactly cold, but I don't leave cold on anyway. So, doesn't really matter. Okay. All right. So first add my creamer. I can't easily click that right now, Wesley. All right. Definitely not color. Okay, yeah. It makes sense for it not to be color. So, See if I get the quantity of coffee right this time. Oh, kinda barely? Floppy disk smart media adapter. That's ridiculous. That's super cool. Does it say what voltage of smart media cards? Because that's an important thing.
Curb sub as Prime and says COFFEE 100. End of line.
HB Curb, thank you for the, hold on. Thank you for the Prime sub and for 21 months there. I appreciate that. Dual 3.5 or 3 and 5. That's nice. That's very nice. All right. Yep, coffee. All right, that's going to stay on that workbench so I don't cross-contaminate. Compatible with Macintosh. I mean, if it... Wait a minute. Hold on. I was assuming that it was a fake floppy disk that goes into a floppy drive. Is it a floppy interface for smart media cards? Like 2016, that would fit in a floppy adapter. It's got to be a floppy adapter, right? Like it goes into a regular floppy drive. Maybe it just needs weird drivers. It's a disk. Okay, yeah. I think there were some of those that needed like weird drivers because it's not accessed in a standard way using the floppy drive. But then I think there are some that do emulate a regular floppy drive. I don't know. It's very confusing. So, yeah. Anyway, I think it's time to tear into this sucker. Comes with CD-ROM with software. That's hilarious. I don't remember seeing a 16-bit ISA slot. It might be 16-bit ISA-ish for the modem internally, because I don't remember it having a real full slot. I would lose my mind if it did. We'd be putting a sound blaster in here. All right, let me get a sip of coffee, and then we'll get tearing into this thing. Yeah. I don't think it's going to have a full-size 16-bit ISA slot. I really don't. Hey, I'm going to put the camera here and point it down as much as I can. I really wish the camera would go higher. It would be nice if it did. All right. It is disassembly time. All right, well, that's enough yapping about this thing. Let's go ahead and start taking it apart so we can get in there and fix it, hopefully. It is looking a lot like this is probably just the inverted polarizer monochrome display, which, you know what, I'm going to put this off to the side more because we're definitely not going to need that for like an hour and a half now. All right, plastic case is already in pretty rough shape, so I'm not going to worry about being too ginger with this thing. Again, someone just donated this, and it was then not treated very well there, I presume. Oh my gosh. Oh, excuse me. Okay. All resources, read had an expansion slot, maybe half width, only 8-bit, I don't know. If you want, you can go back through the VOD. It is on, it's, I think, unlisted on the second channel, but there's a playlist to access it. So you could go through there and then see. I had to do that to find the hard drive, which I don't think has a standard IDE pinout, unfortunately. So that's why I'm not sure we will be able to image it. Oh. Taking those out, release the keyboard. Hold on, I was getting ready to flip this over. So, it's kind of funny. this laptop, because it would almost make sense for the keyboard to intentionally detach and come away, because Compact's SLT series of laptops were actually like that, where the keyboard was designed to be detachable and cabled. So this would have been all plastic here, and then there would have been a channel with a coiled cable underneath, so you could remove it. So the way that this looks and everything, it just seems like, yeah, it probably does come out, but it really doesn't. So it just kind of weirds me out, because I have experienced the SLT laptops. Oh my gosh, forgot how much of a nightmare this thing is to take apart. Oh no, it's so bad. Yeah, it's coming back. Oh gosh, I'm not looking forward to this. All right, let's continue. This is 100% why I put this off, now I remember. So Digital Ice Age, they have to do that. Wink, wink. They don't always. And this was Savers or Value Village, depending on where you are in the country, or Canada. So they have even more different rules. Oh, I think there's stuff on the back now. Yeah. All right, welcome to labeling, because there are too many different things. I don't know how I did this the first time. I feel like I didn't use labeling, so yeah, we're definitely going to be labeling this. All right, first ones came out of the battery bay. Second ones, under key plastic. I have plenty of label makers. I'm just not going to sit here and type into a label maker when I can just grab a Sharpie. This is not permanent. This is going to be way cheaper in the long run. All right. Rear. Label maker just be wasting time at this point. See much two computers in the electronic section of Value Village, just accessories. Oh, it's not common. Generally, the only time I see computers at thrift stores is when a collector dies. Seriously, that's it. Desiac, you want to back me up here? Because Desiac knows. Yeah. Alright, coffee. I was going to grab water, but then there's coffee instead. I mean, coffee's is better. How much is PC back in the day brand new? I don't actually know. I'm going to guess not cheap, though. Alright. Oh, is this the same plastic part all the way along the back? I don't think it is. So we have the pop-out plate for the modem. Oh. Okay. Hold on, we're about to get the answer on the expansion slot, I suspect. Yeah, that's just a proprietary, like, slimline CD-ROM connector in there. Maybe 8-bit ISA, but definitely not just a slot. $5,000 sounds about right. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I have a modem. Huh. I forgot about that. Maybe I should remove this. I love that. What? Wait, why? Why are there two modems? Hold on. Wait a minute. There was a proprietary first-party modem, okay? It says line right there. But then some third party made a different modem entirely that goes into the side instead? Why? The mysteries of the 80s. Yeah, but why wouldn't a third party make a modem that was faster that goes there? So it can host a BBS, yeah. Weird. Well, I'm going to go ahead and remove that, just in case. Because this plastic top is not releasing. I'll be labeling that expansion. And we'll see what the connector is on this. How do I pull that out? Still another weird proprietary... Actually, no, it's not quite proprietary, but yeah. It is 16-bit, though. Whoa, I don't like that. Yeesh. Board inside of there is bending a whole lot. Come on. There we go. Yeah, look at how much that's bending. That's not good. Yeah, you can see the 16-bit expansion slot, I guess, there. And that's white. I'll leave this at 1250. Dial back the aperture so we get a little more depth of field. Ah. Yeah, there's our third-party modem, I guess. Huh. All right. Gonna label this EXP, not EXR, EXP. There we go. Okay. Can I remove this yet? No. What else? Oh, I see it. There are screws here and there. Ah, okay. I'm classifying those as rear. All right, now I think we're going to make some serious progress. Yeah, okay. That has the display cable. We're going to leave that be for now. There is a little bit of broken plastic. Okay. So unlike last time I did this, this time I actually maybe have some plastic epoxy. Depends on... Oh, no, that's metal epoxy. Thought I had plastic epoxy around here, too. Well, I'll look for that. We might be able to do something about this, but we'll see. For now, I just need to remove this one screw, and then I think this will come apart because the rest of it's destroyed. Yeah. Someone had already tried this before. Actually, I think the material is just gone. So, it's not very likely it's going to work. Cool. It's pretty obvious where that goes if I leave the hinge piece in there, so I'm not going to bother labeling that. All right. Making progress. So much weird little stuff. Oh, there's our hard drive, by the way. So, yeah. Super glue and dehydrated milk powder. All right. I really have to be careful about the keyboard at this point. All right. There's so many layers. So I can see there's a screw here that is on this piece. So this piece is overlapping. I'm not sure if it overlaps this or not. This goes here, okay, which is parallel with that. And then this is actually plastic. Oh, this is a nightmare. All right, let's just figure something out, I guess. I'm going to try the retaining bar. That felt like a lot of stuff moved. Okay, so yep, there's just a bar. We're going to label that bar. Bar. I really hope this is my last time ever opening this thing. Theoretically, it should be. So we'll see. Label that foil. It's not foil, but I'll know what it is if I just label it foil. I know why repairs cost so much. This thing is unusually difficult to repair. I might even be involving a second screw organizer. I have it at the ready just in case. All right. If I remember right, that's the CPU board. I don't remember what this goes to. I don't know why it's just loose. Okay. There's the keyboard connector. Do we have to? I don't think we have to loosen anything. Beautiful. Keyboard's free. Connector condition looks good. Okay. That was big progress getting the keyboard off of there. This is a lot less sketchy to maneuver now. Okay. I think we can get the display disconnected too now. Beautiful. Oh, some real progress here. Okay. So floppy drive. Don't need to remove the copper connectors there. So we have a screw here, but I don't think we can get to that yet. I don't think we have to remove that ever, so we're not going to. All right. I'm going to try a couple of screws here and see if I can loosen the hard drive frame. Not sure that one's the right move. I don't like that. Nope, I'm going to put that back for now. That piece absolutely looks like it's totally extra and could be just removed. 100%. Connector may go to some add-on I don't have. You are possibly completely right there. Okay, so this bends up. Maybe I do have to remove this. I don't know. Think I can slide this forward? Yeah. Okay. Will this fit in there? Of course not. That would be nice. Drat. Oh well. Okay. Ah. Okay. What's the holdup? I think I need to unplug this. I think I'm gonna have to unplug a bunch of stuff. This needs to just be removed. But that screw I can put back. I'd already disconnected the hard drive, so that's good. Yeah, that hard drive has like a 20-pin interface connector. I have no idea how you would image that drive. I have no idea what that interface is at all. So yeah, we're not going to touch that. Also, there is our 286 by Harris, sure, okay. And then our gold-capped Intel 287. That thing is just wonderful. But yeah, weird 286, sure, why not? I'm gonna guess 12 megahertz based on that. Pretty nice.
Walker
Also,
Texas Angler subbed as tier 1 and says, end of line.
There's a lot of flux around that chip. What if this thing's been reworked? So I don't see that around the other one. Huh. That's concerning. Walker Texas Dangler, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 18 months there. I appreciate that. All right. Move the drive so we can check the part number. Yes, we'll do that in a moment. I want to get down to the parts that I need to work on first, and then we'll go back to that. All right, continuing the lovely process. This, I believe, is the board we actually need to get to, and I see some of the major problem areas here that we're going to be addressing, and I think I have parts for all of this. That's that. Yeah, here we go. So I had to order some SMD stuff for this because it just went real bad. This has got to be it then. No? Well, hopefully the diode's fine. But yeah, so we're looking at some SMD repairs too. All right, let's finish. This was HDD plate. Space for GoTech? Where? That's the floppy drive. And I'm not replacing the floppy drive. I never do that. Thankfully, I think all those screws were the same. Yeah, all three of them. Oh, this is gonna suck. It's gonna be so bad to put back together. All right. This is the power supply. So this is where we need to get. I don't know if we need to go any farther. We already have removed and inspected the main board, and I think it was fine. And there might be one more screw on the back I need to remove here in a second. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there were two cables, like, right on top of each other. There. Okay. That is the main leaking cap on here, so that's the really bad one. So this is where the majority of our work is going to be, is on this board. So I'm actually going to set this off onto the side of the soldering bench. I want to get this out. I don't remember what it is, and I just want to see. Oh, that's the hard drive controller. That'll probably help identify stuff. Yeah, we'll look at that. It's mental image floppy disk version of the old cassette tape that plugs in CD player. All right. Yeah, everything else is main board, which wraps around in kind of like a weird L shape here. That's where that battery previously went. I've already taken care of that, cleaned it up. Yeah, I think everything else is good. So we're going to put the remaining parts off to the side here. And that's it. All right. I wonder if they had plans to make it upgradable, like you could put a 386 or something in there by just swapping out this board. Because it's almost user accessible. Like, it's real close. You might have actually been able to pull that off, or at least a loosely trained service center could have done it. Okay. We'll look at this in a moment here. I don't recognize any chips. SMS. There's a Sharp chip and a JVC one. Oh, it stores video on the hard drive. That's how it works. Okay. I'm going to get that out. We'll take a look at it. Before we move on, that was power supply. Hold on. Let me mark that down. This is hard drive controller. PSU. Thankfully, I think that's as deep as we're going to need to go. So, there's all the screws and sorting I needed to do. Whew. All right. For giggles, we're going to take out the hard drive, and we're going to look closer at the drive controller to see if we can figure out what the interface is. Because it would be really nice to be able to image the drive. But I don't know. Whoa. That's a super pretty motor. Ooh. Ooh, that's cool. Those are tiny screws. Oh my gosh. Hopefully I am supposed to be able to open this part. There's a model number there. Maybe I should not go farther into it. Maybe we should just look up that model. So there's a hard drive. Yeah. Yeah, external expansion for ISA makes sense. That's how the Sharp PC7000 worked as well. Open it. I may. Yeah, I doubt that that sheet metal holds anything too critical. Here is the drive controller as well. None of the chips on here are that revealing. I'm going to guess that the Sharp chip is the actual controller. Everything else is just interface. So, by the way, no bad sectors. This thing was great. Yeah, I'm mildly concerned about opening this, actually. I really don't think I should. Yeah, I'm gonna not. I can see foam here to seal around this. I'm gonna not open this any farther. I think it's a bad idea. Because if this is a working hard drive, I would love to keep it working. This motor, though, oh my gosh, that is the absolute most pretty motor I have ever seen. That thing is ridiculous. Just, oh my. Oh, that's for the head. Ah, it's currently locked. That's nice. I think at least. Okay. Huh. And it says, bash it on the table and it'll pop right open. Pass. Yeah, for giggles, I'm gonna look it up real quick here. Toshiba ZA0830P02D. Yeah, that was useless. Disgusting. No, that is actually correct. Never mind. Serial? That's the serial. It says model. Oh, unless it's the, oh. JD, oh. JD-384 HOTA. Okay. Google says there is nothing. Oh, it's 3848. Ah. Okay, still nothing. HDD. There's some website that claims to have it in stock. Maybe we should just buy another one just to be sure. Please log in for supplier info JVC. Well, maybe. That would go with the JVC interface chip that's right there. eBay link, weird drive. I can't click that right now. Oh, you're saying they're for sale on eBay? All right. I would love to know what the interface is. Okay. JVC HDD interface. 26-pin hard drive interface. Ah, there might be some information on there. Okay. Is it 26? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so that would be correct. Huh. Thanks, JVC, for being weirdos. Let's see. Series drives just Canadian 1991. There's pinout for some stuff, for what the signals are, but it's not necessarily useful. So, I mean, I guess it makes sense. It looks like it's MFM-ish. Yeah, we're not going to be able to dump this thing today. That's for sure. All right. If we're lucky, we'll be able to boot the computer, and then maybe we can copy stuff off of it somehow. That may have DOS 4.01 on it, if it's, you know, functional. Who knows? It's an old hard drive. Literally could be anyone's guess. All right. Dump it over parallel. So, I mean, there's a lot of options. Getting the DOS drivers for my super disk drive installed would allow me to dump everything off this 40 meg hard drive to 120 meg super disk, or even just a zip disk and run guest off of a floppy drive. So there's a lot of options. We can easily get the data off of that. I was really hoping to get a full image. I don't know if we can do that. So, yeah. All right. Let me think about this. So let's remount the hard drive. Actually, let me quickly talk about this on recording. After some sleuthing, it looks like this is in fact a JVC interface hard drive. And that 26-pin interface, while there is some information about what the individual pins do, it looks like it's MFM-ish. And I'm not going to be able to easily image that. So our best hope is that it works, and then once we get the computer hopefully working, we can copy whatever may be on it off through, say, a zip drive or something. Theoretically, the machine shipped with DOS 4.01. Had some options for like DOS 3.3 or something. So it may have an operating system. I don't know if there are any proprietary drivers for it. There might be something for this modem. So it would be nice to get this working, but for the moment, it doesn't seem super critical that I'm able to. Put the small screws back inside. Oh yeah, I definitely did. Very, very definitely. I am going to reattach the hard drive controller now, though. I will say, this thing is impressively modular. But it was enough, pin count is enough for SCSI. I would be shocked if it was SCSI in a 286 laptop. SCSI, I think, was around before that, but I don't see it happening. All right. Yeah, that's it. Okay. We're done with this side. On to the soldering portion of the stream. Yay. This is where this gets complicated. All right. We're going to take a small break here. All right. I'm going to enjoy some coffee. Wow. All right. I'm going to bump up the brightness on that monitor or camera. I think it needs it. Let's see. Which one is it? I think it's this one now. I actually swapped the two cameras recently because I wanted the cage on the one over there. So there was a cage on this camera, but I'd never used it for anything. It's part of why this comes loose now, because now it's mounted directly to the top of the camera instead, which doesn't mount quite as well. Yeah, it's definitely this one. ISO 1250. Actually, that just looks right. No, that's ISO 500. Let's go with that. That looks a lot better. Okay. Maybe a little overexposed there, but overall that's better. Okay. Wow. And yeah, it's very, very hot. Dog face. 2 days ago, we had full cloud cover for over the whole valley, and it still got up to 104. Like, I was joking those must be asbestos clouds up there, because I didn't understand how they didn't burn off. Like, those of you who've been around the beach, you know, in the morning, clouds will roll in about 8 o'clock. They'll have 8 to 9. They'll have all burned off because the sun hits them from above and causes the water to just go away in the air. But yeah, man, the clouds made no sense. No, it was weird. Like, that was really strange. I don't think the entire time I've lived in Arizona, which is my whole life, I have ever seen it be over 100 and have clouds like that just hanging out. It was strange. Because usually when we get monsoons, that was where it rains in the summer months, it will be a lot cooler. It'll drop the temp down to like 80 or something, but just being hot, in clouds? That was weird. Yeah. I'm going to finish the coffee before we move over to there. This is my favorite coffee cup, by the way. I have 4 of them. They're identical. I got them as a set. The only thing I don't like about it is that the base is a little too round, and it makes it easy to tip over. But overall, I like that it is very flat and very big. That's coffee. You guys are going to like this part.
JOAOSOMPRA 7121 subbed as tier 1 and says coffee time. End of line.
Bucket of coffee, yeah. Joe Sombra, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 21 months there. I am appreciative of that. All right. Altitude dust storm, yeah. Gray dust. Don't think I've ever seen that one here either. All right, coffee cup off to the side. And we're ready to solder. I even have the fume extractor over here because I know we're actually going to be doing real work. Oh boy, this is going to be a lot. Alrighty. I might also be breaking out the polarizer here. Let's see. Yeah, it's not too bad. I think I might be able to get away without it. All right, wherever I put that camera, it's stuck there for a while because this is not going to be a fast process. One moment, I'm going to totally not clean up the floor for just a second so that I can scooch up a little closer so I don't have to lean over all awkward like. This is totally not just stuff all over the floor getting moved around sounds. This is well organized. Ooh, look, a key extractor. Well organized inventory sorting that is managed and cataloged so that I know exactly where every single thing is. What's this? Oh, that's that thing. Okay. Yeah, this is high quality organizing. This is happening slightly off camera. Okay, there we go. All good. All right, I think we're ready. I'm gonna get that out of there. All right, so here is the main thing we need to look at, and what goes with that is all of this. So this is what we're up against here. Let me go over what all was discovered when I initially looked over this thing. So first off is this cap. Forgot I am going to move this to get close-up shots. Wow, it is really hard to see what the camera can see from that far away. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna... No, well, you know what? I think I can do this. No, I can't. Wait, what is this? Oh, you guys don't get to see that. That's lame. Okay. Fine, I'll just go and zoom in some more. So on this cap right here, we can see some leakage around it. It's an Elna cap. I think those were the same brand that failed on the 8-bit BP6. I don't like the little bit of corrosion I can see on that resistor pack, but that's the least of our concerns. But yeah, so this one definitely needs to go, but I think I ordered replacements for everything. So we're going to do a full total recap on this. But the problem is, on the other side, right under those caps, are these poor innocent resistors that just got absolutely nailed by the stuff there. And I'm hoping this is what smoked when I attempted to power this up before. I think I ordered replacements for these. I'll have to see what parts I have. And then this is a diode. I did test this one. It's still good. So hopefully... Yeah, that'll be fine. So this is one of the things we got to look at. That's not, I hope that's solder mask in that via that's green, not corrosion. Ugh, man. There's only so much I can do. So we can see it did not spread too far away. It's just the area that was directly under it. Over here, that's pretty sure that's just flux. So yeah, everything else looked fine on the bottom. It's just the spots, the spot directly under that one cap. Oh, cool, bodge wire. That is super weird and goes through the board and up to the top. What? Wait, that goes to a leg on that TO2 package. Hold on. What? Why? Oh, that's awful. Why is it like that? Oh, some board designer just couldn't solve that routing issue, and they're like, screw it, we'll just cut off the leg, drill a hole, and run the wire through over that trace. Oh. Well, good thing we don't have to remove that part. Oh, man, that's just, ugh. But, yeah, anyway, so yeah, let's work on this area and see what we can do. All right, I'm gonna switch to the desoldering gun. Let that heat up for a moment. I'm gonna push this off as far over as I can. There we go. All right. Because production automation was not a high priority for this? No. But there's also probably a reason it cost $5,000. Okay, I'm gonna blow my nose one more time here before I really settle in. Oh, okay. So there's one SMD bag. These might have been the same value, actually. Nope, none of them are the same value. Okay, cool. So there's one SMD, two SMD. It might have been I couldn't find the green one because it was weird. I don't know. That's a electrolytic. I'll put the electrolytics over here. Electrolytic, electrolytic, electrolytic. A lot of electrolytics. Big electrolytic. Small one. One that climbs on rocks. Two more electrolytics. Aha! So 3 SMDs. Okay, so we're reusing the diode. Then we're replacing all the SMD resistors. So, let's see. Looks like they made prototype and brought it to market for the price of engineers also be assemblers. Yeah, really. I'm gonna rotate this so that I can actually see chat here. Oh, that's gonna be way better. That is, yeah, that's much, much better. All right. Oh, I'm still recording. All right. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna attempt to remove the capacitor, which has the legs right there. See how this goes. Oh my gosh. I'm not getting a lot of melt. Oh, it's that fish smell from the leaking cap. Ugh. Great. Yeah, I think this one's going to be not a desoldering gun job. Stank solder? No, it's not the solder. It's the electrolytic fluid from the capacitor that's going to smell so weird. All right. Might even be preventing it from getting solder onto it. I might need to flex it. Let's see. I might need to scrape it off and then do it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm having a really hard time getting solder onto it at all. Lucky we don't have smell-o-vision. Yeah. Flux, IPA, new solder, surface V. Very heavy corrosion, yeah. What temperature do I run my iron at? That is not the question to ask. I use Metcal Smart Heat parts. So they are pre-calibrated to run at a particular temperature. So what I would have to do is I'd have to pull that one out to tell you what temp it is. But to give you an idea, this one is an STTC 137P. So you can use that number to go look up what temp that cartridge is calibrated to. There is no temp control on my iron. That's not how it works. The idea is you never have to calibrate this because the temperature is always correct because you throw out the part that loses calibration. But high, that's the answer. I buy high temp tips. There we go, scraping off some of the corrosion, got me an in. I'm going to try the desoldering gun again. Any kind of indication when it's out of cal? I don't think so. I think you're just supposed to have like a regular maintenance cycle where you throw them away like probably once every 6 months or something. I don't do that because I'm not made out of money and they're like $30 to $40 a pop. So I use them until they stop working.
MALDOR 96 S as tier 1 and says recap on the recap. How are you doing? End of line.
Maldor, thank you for the 11, breaking into the fun ones. 11 months there. Thank you for that tier 1 sub. We're just getting started. We haven't actually removed the first cap yet because it's being a pain in the butt. I should be using the Radio Shack solder for this, not the Kester. Although the Radio Shack solder is technically rarer now. Man, this one's gonna fight me the whole way. No, the magic smoke has already been released from this thing. We just don't know from where and how bad. Okay, so that leg is loose. This one is not relinquished yet. Come on. I'm gonna get some of the garbage solder in here so I can do a lot more. Come on. I'm gonna try walking the cap out. Yeah, that side's golden. This one, not so much. I'm gonna dwell on it a little bit. No. It does not want to play ball. Wow. That's in really bad shape. Desoldering pump won't work. The cap is pressing against the hole. Well, yeah, I know that. The problem is, though, that the corrosion is preventing from the solder from even melting because it's not getting to it. Yeah, we're getting nothing. The leg is narrower than the hole. So once the solder loosens, then it actually moves. Oh, wait. I think that was progress. Come on. Man. Yeah, that side moves freely. This side does not. I'm going to torch it a little here. Come on. Ah, got it. Don't think it even damaged the pad. Oh, maybe not speak too soon. Okay. We almost have it out. Ooh, you know what this is a job for? Here we go. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. the That might be the first time these are ever actually genuinely useful. I really need to get some tips, but these tips are super expensive, so I have not pulled the trigger on that yet. I need to get some much narrower ones, because these ones are, I'm not even sure what these are for. Like, just harvesting components? Man. All right. Well, now we can go back to the desoldering iron and clean that out. I need one of those switchers for the Metcals too. They exist. I already can switch between 2 different irons, but I need 3. Need taller desk or a shorter chair. I'm not sure why. Oh, this is a tall workbench, but I'm using an actual bar stool, so it's a little too tall. Yeah. All right. Get a little bit of leaded solder. Actually, I'm going to put the leaded solder in on the top. Oh, there's a lot of goo on that. Yeah, let me get paper towels here. Get that cleaned out. Also, toothbrush for mixing it up. Okay. Yeah, left side's doing a lot better here. I don't know if the via on the right one is damaged or if it is on a ground plane or something. Can't tell if I lost the angular ring there or not. I'm actually going to try some solder wick. I don't like solder wick, but might be the right tool for the job here. Now I just got to find some. Also, I'm going to stop recording for a little bit. Yeah, needle to push through would actually be kind of helpful. There's some braid. Okay. Did actually get it cleaned. Man, those are tiny vias. Jeez. So yeah, solder wick was the trick there. Can verify this. The light underneath. Let's see. Yeah, that actually... Okay, there we go. Both vias we can get light through. So plus some like bonus ones around there, I guess. But yeah, those are the two from the capacitor. All right. What is that? The soldering gun uses an air compressor British principle. It is a Metcal DS1, if I remember correctly. Yes, DS1. It's not cheap. I'm just gonna tell you straight up. It's fancy. So you have to buy into the whole Metcal system. The tweezers here and the iron itself are all powered by the exact same base station. So, all right. I'm going to go ahead and do some more cleaning here, and then I'm going to remove the SMD parts as well. We're going to do all this at once, I think. That'll be the easiest way to handle this. And then we'll start doing the remainder of the recapping. Everything else should be a lot easier because it's not all disgusting, corroded stuff. Everything else I'm just doing is going to be preventative because, I mean, it is like a 40-year-old power supply. So, yeah, everything else shouldn't be as bad as this.
Smart refrigerator subbed as Prime and says, end of line.
Smart refrigerator, thank you for the Prime sub and for 2 months. All right. A lot of flux on this thing. Yeah, getting way down in there. I'm going to cheat for your benefit. So, where is it? Yeah, this. Okay. So, these are the 3 corroded ones. This is after a little bit of cleaning, and then the diode. The diode actually looks fine after a little bit of cleaning. The vias there, the angular rings look fine on the bottom. On the top, gosh, I can't tell anything. I clearly need to spend more time cleaning that. I think I see the angular ring there still. Hopefully that trace is okay. It's hard to tell. Oh yeah, we still got angular rings. Cool. Okay, so nothing damaged. Okay. I think we got really lucky. And I don't think there's any long-term damage. That's why I ran the light through it. The V is fine. It's open. The tiny ones? You mean the tiny ones? They're all the same size. They use the exact same size via for just regular vias as they did the other ones. We were getting light through those too. Oh, wait, you're talking about these. Holy moly, look at that. Those suckers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know what we can do about that. Hopefully they're fine. I'm not even going to look at that. Good grief. I thought that was a via right there. No, holy moly. Those are ridiculously tiny. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do anything about those. No, we're not metering them. There's solder mask on it, and I'm not scratching it off. I'm just not. Straight up not happening. All right. That's a ton of IPA through there. You know what? All right. That's not the best way to have done that. Don't you have an ultrasonic cleaner? I would have to remove all of the inductors and the transformer and a bunch of stuff. I don't really want to. This is a candidate for that, genuinely. I am not set up for it, though, right now. Had I thought about that before, it actually would have been a good idea. But yeah, I'd have to remove... I would remove those. Pretty sure those are inductors. Got to remove these. Remove that transformer. I might want ticking... No, I think all that would be fine. Whatever that thing is, that's a button. It'd probably be okay. Yeah. Is that all flux? No, that was all isopropanol. So, all right. Yeah. Yeah, that's looking pretty good, actually. Okay. All right. There's just solder in that one. I might have to take another crack at clearing that. Let me see if I can cheese this a little bit here. Or is that the good side? It's the good side. That one won't be as big of a problem. And I'm going to put just a dab of flux. There we go. That's clear enough. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That shouldn't give any problems when I try to put the new one in. All right. Now, the SMD parts. I want to look over those real quick, compare them to my replacements. So that one, unlabeled. Cool. Is that smaller? That one's unlabeled. Oh, gosh. And this one. Unlabeled. These aren't caps, right? I didn't screw that up. No, they're not. Ugh. So yeah, we're going to be replacing those. That's going to be fun. Yeah, there's a finger for size comparison. Yeah. I'm really not looking forward to the corrosion on those. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a screenshot of the computer right now. There's a print screen button. Actually, I can just press the actual screenshot button in OBS because I have that bound. There we are. Okay, I'm going to open that on my second monitor. Because after I start removing parts, I won't know where those went. Okay, so there's that. Alrighty. They're 0603. So yeah, it's really not that bad. The corrosion's not going to make it easy, though. That part is genuinely going to complicate this. You're about to lose your super zoom. Sorry, because I'm going to set this back to 4K. Ooh, I just screwed up. All right. Record. Good. All right. Originals look 0805. I don't know. We'll find out when I start putting them on. All right. I'm going to try and clean up some of the corrosion on the solder on these SMD parts before I start on those, because, yeah, especially after the legs there, that was a nightmare. I don't want to deal with that on the SMD stuff. So, see if I can just clean this off a little bit. I maybe don't have to replace these, but the only way I'll find out is whether or not they're good is by leaving them in and then fully reassembling that nightmare laptop. So I'm not dealing with that. We're replacing them. I did not order a replacement for the diode, but I actually had tested the forward voltage on the diode, and it was fine. So I think it'll be okay, and it cleaned up quite well without even needing to resort to scratching it like this. So that one's probably fine. All right. Ugh, this is going to be a nightmare. Let's see. Can I get it to flow? Oh, let's tin surface first. Wow, yeah, it's gonna suck. Oh my gosh. This is gonna be rough. Yeah, solder's not even attempting to stick to the resistor. So, yeah, I'm going to have to actually scrape the surface even more here so that I can expose some metal. I think that side did. Yeah, that side on that one did. Yeah, the other ones are too badly damaged. Ooh, that one I think got through a little bit. Okay, that one might be clear. The top two, definitely not. It's a balance because I don't want to damage the pads either. Okay, some progress on that one. Wow, this is rough. I only have the tools that I have. So, suggestions are, they're fine, but I am limited in my options. I also really wish I knew where my other blades for this sucker were. I know where some new box cutter blades are. I mean, I can try one of those. That totally didn't just fall on the ground. Stop falling out! There we go. That might work better. Old Master, I don't think you understand what's happening here. The corrosion on these is so bad that the solder cannot heat up. It can't make contact. So I'm scraping the corrosion off. I am removing material to get down lower on the surface. This is working way better. Okay, that side is good. That side I think is good. I'm not sure if that one is really started. I don't think that one has. may have made some progress there. Perfect. I'm through. Okay. Now we're going to try and remove these. Okay. All right. I'm going to add extra solder to each of these where I can. Come on, take the solder. Okay, that one's really fighting me. Okay. I'm going to change tips on my iron. All right. Now, I can use the big boy tip to hit both sides at once here. And I should just be able to lift the resistors off. In theory. Come on. Got it. Okay. That's one. I want to see what I'm working with under there. Well, no, let's go for it. Okay, that one was nowhere near as bad as the others. Or that first one. Okay. 2. And 3. Okay. Woo! All right, let's clean that up. Yeah, that cap that leaked above this was not doing anything down here any favors. So I can grab the plastic smudger, poke at this a little bit. Really cooked on flux now. Might want to go for my stronger isopropanol too. Kind of made a mistake. I put 50% isopropanol in this, and I think it sucks. Let me get some stronger stuff here. Don't ask how I'm applying this. Oh, that stuff's way better. That was stupid. I shouldn't have put that 50% in there. I might put that back in the bottle. Just put that in the first aid kit or something. Hot air rework station? I'm not sure what you mean. These were not a candidate for that. Additionally, I would say this board is not, because you start getting hot air on this, like all of these parts are going to come loose. If you're going to try and do a rework setup like that on this, you got to be way more concentrated. Yeah, I would not recommend that method for this. The SMD parts are glued, but the glue's going to be impacted by the temperature as well. I would not recommend hitting this with hot air with all these SMDs. I think that's asking for trouble. Sorry, that was very off camera. It's cleaning up okay, though. All right, I'm going to give wicking this a shot now. Actually, I'm going to tap a little bit of fresh stuff on each of these. Oh, not with the super chunky tip. It's a coincidentally nice thing. My favorite wire strippers here, just so coincidentally, happen to be the perfect diameter for picking out the tips on the iron. All right. Let me put a little bit of solder on these, and then I will braid clean them. All fancy. I even put water in my sponge today, so I could actually use that. Tried to be prepared, just didn't think about the ultrasonic cleaner. That would have been nice to have. Oh well. Ooh, whoa, why is that so far out? All right. Okay, those pads are actually looking fantastic. Yeah, so after cleaning and putting a little bit of solder back on those look good. I don't think I'm going to have any issues getting the new cap or new resistors on there. So thankfully that's not too bad. That middle one looks a little odd. I think, I can't tell if that's, no, that was just some gook. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, those cleaned up very, very well. I'm optimistic here. All right. Which means it's time to get the new ones on. Oh, gosh. And it's not that bad. It's just the worse condition the board is, the harder it is. So I'm not looking forward to it. I do have tons of extras, so I could screw up, but yeah. All right. First one is 142. That's on the top. Okay. All right. Getting the first one ready here. Let's not cut up my ESD mat. This is R142.
LUCASA22001 subbed as Tier 1 and says hi Shelby and chat. I hope all of you are having a good day. End of line.
Lucas, thank you for the Tier 1 sub and for 26 months there. I appreciate that. All right. So there's our part right there. I'm going to tin the far side pad here. That was a lot. Switch to the left hand and pop that in place. Yeah, I was way overthinking that. That's going to be cakewalk. And there we are. The originals might have been bigger. I don't know. Did I just lose the rest of them? Well, hopefully I don't need them. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see it. Did anyone happen to catch? Did I leave the... Yeah, I think it's too zoomed in. You couldn't have seen that. Oops. I think I dropped the tape that has them in it. And there are a lot of places it could have fallen. Cool. Yeah, let's not make that mistake again. Ugh. Oh boy. This one is a very intensive project. This is why I've been kind of putting these off. Oh my gosh, we're 2 hours in and I've only replaced one part. Great. This is allowed to roll into tomorrow, if it comes to it. I'd rather it didn't, but I will do that. All right, let's continue. I'm really surprised I lost the thing. Oh well.
Raccoon says CHEER 100 spoiler. He will do that again. End of line.
Chloe Raccoon, thank you for the 100 bits there. All right, now I would prefer to do the next one down. So that is, actually, I'll just read over there. R60. Managed to pick up that one. Okay. None of these are labeled, the new ones, which is strange and also makes me think I probably grabbed the wrong size. But they fit, so eh. I guess I just like to make it harder on myself by getting them smaller. Okay, let's tin the far side. Switch hands. And then play drop roulette. There we are. And there we go. Now the last one. R59. I don't know why I'm insistent on them all having a 1 in the front. All right. Tin the backside. And get it on. It's on, but it's ugly. Okay, well, I'm only making it worse. There we go. It's really difficult to solder with a camera in the way. There. All right. And that's looking much better. Okay. Sold you 10 resistors. Was it eBay? No, it was just Digi. Well, I guess Mauser. You can buy only 10 resistors. All right, that's it for the SMD stuff on the bottom. I can get this cleaned up here one more time to remove the flux from the solder I used, but that's it for the really more difficult stuff. From here, this should, in theory, go a lot smoother, because now we just need to remove the caps that aren't totally trashed, and then... yeah, that should go so much smoother. Okay. Let's get C5 in there on the top side, because, yeah, I would just like to make progress and call that problem area done. All right. SMDs, go over there. Carter House, you weren't here for the really bad part. The part that preceded this and why it took me 2 hours to do one part was very rough. There was a lot of corrosion on everything here. It made it very difficult to get the parts off. C5. Bingo. I'm going to widen out because this isn't SMD. It's not that small. All right. Here's my C5 replacement. So I should have the legs already clear. Positive is this side, negative is the big side. Let's pop that there. And is that going to fight me? Oh my gosh, yeah, it is. Okay. It's not even that bad. It's only the top side? Wait, what? All right. Real quick.
NEOTRAGON 90SIZHEER 100C5. You sunk my battleship. End of line.
And now it's sealed up. Oh, there we go. And there we go. Boop. Perfect.
99 Tango subbed as Prime and says end of line. End of line. End of line.
Just for giggles. Wait, did I just like chuck the bad one as soon as I got it off? Where'd that go? That's not it. Where did I put the bad one? Neo, RXR Bin and Raiders, hello. We're currently working on replacing the capacitors on the power supply for a 286 laptop. So that gets you caught up to where we are. We're into the good stuff now. We just had to do a bunch of pain in the butt work on some SMD parts that were under the cap that were all corroded. I found the cap I wanted. So, yeah, we're actually into the part where we're accomplishing things now. Okay, so yeah, the original part, just to confirm, 35 volt, 100 UF, or 150 UF, so the new one is 63 volts, not super thrilled, but that's fine. So yeah, and what brand is that? What did I buy? It's unmarked? What? Yeah, it's not... That's weird. I want to look that up later. What did I buy? So thumbnail, TT's playing Factorio, realizes PCB. Oh. Yeah, we would never do that on stream. All right, that's looking good, so let's lock it in. All right, I'm going to pull that straight so it's a little easier to trim after. And there we are, kind of. Let's flux that up because it wants to be a pain in the butt. So much flux has been put on here and then cleaned off. Ugh. Come on. Fine. Flood it. There we go. And finally, the first real part that was needing to be replaced has been replaced. I mean, the resistors probably did, but it's hard to say. All right, let's continue making some progress here. All right, we're gonna go through these one at a time and get them replaced now. So C7 is gonna be tiny. This one, kind of wish they were marked on the bottom too. Swap to the desoldering gun now. All right. Have we broken it yet? I have no idea. We are doing extracurricular capacitor replacement now, so that's fun. I'm pretty sure it is this. So let's see what we can do here. Oh, this is probably going to take a minute to heat up still. Come on. There we go. All right, then, just be a pain in the butt. It's so small, it's difficult to get a hold of. All right, it is moving, though. Try slightly unconventional move. Why does it not want to budge? Ow, it's hot. Oh my gosh, it's hot. All right, pliers time. Not I'm going to cut it or anything, but just to get a better grip on it. Just because this one's like buried in with all these inductors. Oh my gosh. This is awful. How is there not an angle? Come on. If you don't have the tool, make it. Okay, I may have bent this a little too much. Oh my gosh. Dude, this one is awful to remove. Long nose pliers don't work, they just slide off. The thing is, this cap, it's lower. It's shorter than all of the inductors around it, okay? By a lot. It's completely surrounded, and it doesn't want to move. The pliers don't work, okay? They don't work. Trying to get in here to get a grip on this thing is like impossible. Better idea. Flatten these back out. These tweezers suck, by the way. They're garbage. That's why I'm messing them up so much here. I think I had managed to lift it just a little bit. So maybe I can get underneath here. Yeah, I think that might work. Aha! Guess who's coming out now, Cap? Ha ha! There we go. Oh, man, that was rough. Jeez. Okay. So just to confirm, 10 UF 25 volt, 10 UF 50 volt. Man, I made a lot of compromises on this. I wonder if these are parts I picked. Okay. Whew! Okay. Hey, Brian. I just noticed you're here. Yeah, this has fought me every step of the way on this thing. I don't know if you were here earlier, but there were some resistors and other capacitor legs that were extremely corroded because this cap leaked all over, and the oxide was so thick I could not heat up the parts to get the solder to melt. So yeah, it was just driving me absolutely nuts. All right. So, where was that part again? There. Okay. Just clean out those through holes. Please. Ah, that worked. Okay. Just sit the side on there a little longer, let it all melt, and then slide on over. Nope, that one still wants to fight me. Oh, that's the ground side. Yeah, it's probably internal ground plane. Fine, I'll put more lead on there. Maybe that'll help. Just let it sit there for a second. Beautiful. Okay. Sounds fun. Been here just the last 10 minutes. I missed that. Not so much, unfortunately. I mean, it took us 2 hours to get the first part out, or part on. Ugh, it was rough. Anyway, so we're gonna put the new C7 on here, which lead spacing is gonna have to be squished in, but whatever, that's fine. Oh boy. I drive people nuts because I always pull the cap out through the tape rather than cut the legs. Okay. Let's squish those flat here. All right. Negative goes to the thick side. And there. Ah, my new one's taller. Okay, this is one of the few times where I'm really happy that the size is different, because if I ever have to work in this thing again, well, then I'm throwing it away. I'm not gonna. No. It'll be way easier to get it out. Oh, yeah, swap the iron back over. Oh, it's a shame it can't power both at once. Why are you thinking it's disconnected? Oh, because it was unscrewed. Fair enough. Okay. Same. Pull them down, out, or pull them out with tape. Oh, this one was rough. I had to bend these tweezers to have like a hook shape on the end so I could get underneath to pull them out. Might actually be useful to leave them like that in the long run, but yeah. Oh, man. What about the 2 base stations? Oh, I leave one at home, actually. So, yeah, because I have 2 irons, I leave one at home. So, yeah, I'm spoiled. I use a Metcal for, like, random nonsense at home. I literally used a Metcal to fix a dryer or a washing machine door switch. Yeah. All right. And there is the second one replaced. Yay. All right. So that's C7. Done. All right. Next up. Oh, wait. Dziak, you do know I own 2 base stations, right? You might be missing that bit of information. I'm not sure. Also, I think I should move this light. I put these on magic arms, so I could actually do that. Yeah, I probably should have done that a while ago. Is kind of better. Is that even in focus? No, it was not. You do now. Ah, yes. Oh, no, I have 2 base stations. No good options. It's because the board's leaning. Whatever. We'll just go with that. Okay. Alrighty. How's it compared to Hacko? It's way nicer than Hacko. Yeah. This is a different league than Hacko. Alright. What was this? This is C3. It is a 2200 UF. Yeah, 16 volt. Okay, C3. It's a big one. That's C1, C2, and C3. 16 volt, 2200 UF. It's like the exact same cap, even brand. Yeah. Except PL has now become PM. This one, I'm going to guess, will work with the desoldering iron. So let's actually try this. Although, let me put a generous amount of leaded solder on here first, just with the iron. Make my life easier. There we are. I am very insistent on the desoldering pump, aren't I? Ooh, 7475. Nice. Do check the cap in that first, Matrox. As you saw in mine, they can be kind of gross. All right, we're going to let this heat up for a second. I'm out of water. Can't just take a sip while I'm waiting. I'm not familiar with Quick Brand. All right. It's escaping me what the other one is. It's not Weller. It's like JD something, I want to say. JBC. That's it. That's the other one that I've used. They're pretty good too. I just preferred the Metcal. Metcal feels like the military version of soldering irons that are also really good. I'll let this one sit for a moment. It's probably the negative side, which I don't think it is. Yeah. Ooh. The leg just like popped down. It just bent. And then it slid on me. All right. Come on. One of these is going to have to just cooperate with me here. Oh, is it going to be this one? It might be. Come on. Oh, it's so close. You know you want to be the first cap to just pull out. Come on. Do it. Yes! Yes! That's how it's done! Tip plating on the Weller better compared to the JBC. Ah. I gotta say that these hold up shockingly well. The Metcals do. I am not convinced that this is doing so hot. So this is a PCB plugged cap, so it's not rubber like that, so it doesn't fail as obviously. But some of that on there doesn't look like flux. And it looks a little wetter than it should be. I wonder if that was just starting to leak. So my shotgun replace all the caps approach might be a good idea here. It's hard to say. You know what? It can't be flux there. This started to leak. Oh, wait, no, but I also sprayed the isopropyl all over. Okay, you know what? That could be on me. That's right. I used the air compressor to try and blow it off and may have made things worse. I don't know. But we got it out. And through holes are already clean because I did it with the desoldering iron. So we just take this, pop it in there. Boom. That's the magic of the desoldering gun. When it works, oh man, it's just the best. Well, I'm sure it has rubber under that or something like that, but it doesn't expand out in quite the same way. All right. If we were actually moving faster, I would turn on the fume extractor, but this is going so slow. Oh my gosh. All right. Wow, those are thick. All right. One down. Well, it's more like 3 down now. All right, next. You know what? I'm going to kind of force this and go through the other ones. C1 and C2 look like they're the same, which would explain why I have those. C1, C2. Beautiful. Okay, we'll take off both of those. What brand is this? Oh, it's also Nichicon. 3300, 10 UF. Those are SXF series. These are BT. Oh, Bluetooth caps. That explains why they're blue. Okay. So these are these newfangled wireless capacitors you've been hearing about. We don't actually have to install them. We just have to remove those and we just drop the bag in the thing after we're done. They'll work out just fine. Those are antennas. They're not legs. All right. So we got right here and right there. Yeah, okay. Let's get some lead on here. Ow, I touched the hot part, but higher up, thankfully. All right. Newfangled Wi-Fi caps. No, they're Bluetooth. You got it. You're close. 2.4, but, you know, Bluetooth. Problem with those is no matter how well you solder them in, the connection will always be unreliable. Yeah. Yeah, protocol. Getting the drivers for the Bluetooth on this, oh my gosh, it's awful. You have to go all the way back to Blue Salil, but since it's so old. All right. Heated. Almost. I'm going to widen this out. Yeah, man. Downside is I also cool it when I do the vacuum. Number one job of Blue Salil was hiding buttons. That made some progress. Oh, that's some terrible smells. Oh my gosh. I'll let this one dwell for a little while before I hit it. I think that's the negative side. Yeah. And no heat. Oh, come on. Oh, I think it just barely tapped onto the side. There. Oh. Yeah, that... Ooh, I think that one did just start to leak. I don't think that's me on the positive side there. We'll have somewhat of a confirmation on the second one. See if it's also wet on the positive side. Just for giggles. Well, that one's just wet all over. So we're not getting any info out of that. Because this one also smelled a little weird. Let's see what we can do with the other side. Or the other one. Because these are identical caps. The edit for this, soldering being done, fast forward, you on a green screen. Seen the recap board many times, but yeah, seen Stu show for sponsor. Oh gosh. DZAC, I'm gonna say this. This is up for grabs for editing. If you want to take a crack at this. Because I think this is gonna be a lot better than 4951. Sleeve is shrunk. Ooh, that's a good point. All right. Now the negative side. Well, that one was just ready. And that seems leaky on both sides to me. Could possibly be flux. I don't know. Now, DZAC, good news. No time pressure on this one. I think I'm going to be good. Okay. And yeah, same thing. Sleeve is shrunk down. So yeah, they might be heated and poking out. Plug seems maybe slightly distended. I don't know. I could be convinced either way. Nah, I don't think so. All right. All right, pop the fresh ones in. I mean, there we go. Done. All right. Positive. There. Whoop. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's super not good. How do I get my soldering equipment? eBay. Uh-oh. Oh, good, they fit. Whew. Yeah, okay. There is not a lot of space, but they do kind of technically fit. They are very tall for that spot, but you hear that knocking? That's them hitting the bottom with some room to spare. Okay. That was close to a problem. That was very close to a problem. It's tall enough we can use them. It's okay. I'm gonna flux these. Thinking that's gonna make this easier. Oh my gosh, this flux pen. I need to keep it upside down. It is way too eager to just dump flux onto here. Oh, you know what? It would help to heat the iron. Well, they hit the bottom only when I pushed them down. So what I was doing is I was pushing the legs down like that, and that's when they were hitting the bottom. They were not hitting it when I pulled them up. So it's going to be okay, but it was close. I'm going to press on these a lot to make sure that they're as flush as possible. Okay. That'll do. Whew. Put caps on and tape on the top. They're gonna hit chips, but I can, yeah, just make sure that the vent doesn't short anything. It's not a bad idea. We'll do that. Oh, I got the polarity right? Yes. All right. Oh, it's such a pain in the butt to cut caps on. There we go. Now the vents will, you know, definitely totally be able to do their job. They definitely will. If there's high pressure in there, a little bit of tape's not going to stop anything. Okay. Next up, whatever this one is. This is C11. Is that this? Please tell me it's that. I would like to be done with this area. That is that. Okay. So, side to side, it's these two little legs right here. All right. We'll desolder that. Oh, sweet. A Connect. Now you can play Sonic Freeriders. That's it. There you go. Wait, Xbox One. I don't know if that'll be backwards compatible to 360 games. Genuinely, I can't think of a single Kinect game for the Xbox One. And I'm not going to count Just Dance. I feel like that's cheating. Because I assume that exists. I want to try and hook this on there because this is another one where I'm not easily going to be able to get in there, but this will probably be fine. Yeah, but there had to be a reason that Microsoft made it, beyond just trying to snoop on people. I knew someone who had a Kinect set up, and I had an account on their Xbox, and it was horrifying how you could just walk into the room and the Xbox would be like, "Sup, Shelby?" Because it would see your face and sign you in. This. To be fair, Microsoft was not revolutionary in the stupid naming conventions. The Data General one existed before the Xbox one. So, you know. And is directly relevant to what we're currently doing because the Data General 1 apparently shares the same hard drive. Frankly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same computer. I think I'm going to be better served with this cap by using the iron. No, I have not enabled Windows Hello on the Surface. I think I might even have a local account. On the Xbox, I just kind of had to because I wanted to own Hydro Thunder Hurricane. So, you know, there wasn't any choice. Actually, I own Hydro Thunder Hurricane on PC as well, but that's a different problem. That version sucks. What does Hello works with your local account? Okay. Well, in that case, I genuinely didn't know that, but I still would not because I don't want face recognition for anything. On my phone, I only use fingerprint recognition because I don't think it will accept just the lock screen anymore. I don't know. I'm not a fan of biometric authentication. I'll just say it that way. Oh my gosh. Just cap. Dude. There we go. Doing the walk method on this one. Okay. Ooh, Ooh. Okay. Shotgun approach wins. That one is very definitely bad. Wait, what did I just remove? Hmm. All right. Get these vias cleaned up here. And the resistors? What do you mean the resistors? The ones next to this is thankfully fine. Really don't want to have to replace anymore, but I looked over all the SMD stuff before I made my parts order, so they're fine. That's a ground plate inside. I'm going to have to do better than that. Ooh, going through that side's not happening. Okay. Should be able to do that side easily enough, though. Okay, that one's good. I'm going to let that sit for a moment here. There's a huge ground plane on the other side of the board, as well as probably an internal one, so this one's extra hard. Yeah, it does not want to clean up. I'm going to try it from this side, but it's going to be tough. Yeah, can I move these wires? I would like to not cook them. Oh, those are solid core. Twitch is dropping. I'm getting a connection on my end. I'm not seeing anything on the server side reporting issues. Maybe it has solved itself. I don't know. I'm going to do a quick little thing here. This, try and get some more solder in there while I move these wires out. Oh, that one does not have a lot of slack. Cool. In case there's anyone here who doesn't do this kind of thing, you might wonder, why am I putting solder on here when I'm trying to remove the solder? The goal is to replace the potentially less eutectic solder, the solder that does not flow as well, with my leaded solder that flows much, much better. So it takes less heat to make it flow, and when you get it hotter, it flows more smoothly. And the idea is that this will make it so that it's easier to remove the solder later, because I will have mixed the high flow solder with the low flow solder. So that's what I'm doing. When I'm adding more solder is that I'm ideally making it flow smoother. The other benefit to adding more solder is you add more thermal mass to it. So as you heat it up, it should behave a little bit more consistently. If you have a partially cleaned via, you might have like just a little bit of solder like stuck to the outsides of the walls going up, and then it doesn't transfer the heat as well. So when you get a lot more in there, you'll get a solid fill on the via, and it'll transfer the heat up to the other side a lot more effectively. So there are several reasons to add more solder to a pad that you're trying to remove solder from first. Letting the desoldering iron heat up here, and we'll take another crack at the negative. Actually, that's a positive side. Huh. We'll take another crack at this. And then we'll put the new one in, which, let me compare here really quick. 470, 470, 25, 25. LXY as opposed to SXF. And you add more flux, that too. But I can do that with a flux pen instead, if that was my main goal. All right, I'm going to really let this sit here for a bit. Matter of fact, I'm going to put some solder in the tip so it can sit directly on there and really get it hot. It's pre-2006, so it's already leaded solder. Yes, but we don't know what quality, what mixture, and all that stuff. This gets it known, so that the behavior is more expected as well. All right, here we go. That was still not enough. Good grief. It kind of got it, but man. Okay, can I go through to this side? Yes, barely. That got it. Going through the other side worked. I scraped off some solder mask, but it doesn't matter. It's a giant floodplain. It's not as clean as I would like, though. That's it. There we go. Golden. Oh, man. Found half a liter of flux. Oh, my gosh. Gotta take off for a bit, do some errands. All right. See you later, Brian. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. Oh, it's a fun one. Cool. Okay. Negative to negative. Yep. Okay. Whew. That was a pain in the butt. Oh, yeah. Wrong iron. All right, flux pen. Just a little flux. Don't flood the whole thing. All right. Okay. Why is this taking so long? All right, let me tuck the wires back down. I don't think they go near any other caps. No. Okay. Oh. All right, we got a bunch of little tiny ones all around. All the other ones are much more open. I really, really hope this goes smoother from here. I'm going to switch directly to the desoldering iron. I think I can cruise through with that because it's all of these now. Those are what are left. So this is C2. That's C4, C6, C10, 8, 9, 45. What? Where's C2? T16, C2. C10, C6, 7, C4, 45, 9, 8. What? Is there like one electrolytic on the main board or something? Not that I can see. Is that on the hard drive controller, maybe? There's C501 on the processor board. It does not look amazing. There's also C415, but it could also just be whatever nonsense is going on with that chip with the flux. Hard drive controller, I mean, it has one, but it's fine and glued on and is C45 maybe. So it's not that. What is C2? Oh, there's two caps here. There's a C1 and a C2 there. Oh, no. Don't tell me I'm going to have to take out the main board. Wait, do I have a C1 too? C6, C4, C8, 9, 10, 45. I don't have a C1. What is this? Did I mess this up? Hold on. I'm going to stop recording. We're going to try and get to the bottom of this. 33 UF, 50 volt. I can't see what the other one is. Maybe I did on Caps Wiki. Okay, let's go look at that really quick. I'm not sure what this is. This ReCap multi-part series? It may be. We only have an hour left. Ugh. Ugh. Those aren't it. That's not it. Motherboard, C1, C2, 33F, 25 volt. Why did I buy that one, but then not this? Oh my gosh, Dziak. I saw someone driving a C8 and their license plate was RIP 401k. Yeah, I ordered this cap. I'm not inclined to try and replace that right now. There's only two, caps on the motherboard, and they're way harder to get to. And I really don't want to deal with that, so we're gonna not. I'll keep it aside though, so, yeah. Alright. Okay. I really don't like that I don't have, the other C1 though. Why? Why did I order these but not that? What value was that? 220 at 10 volts. That is like nothing. $220, 16. So in theory, one of these could work. I have 6 of them. I need 4. So I may have ordered one extra here for that. So I could explain it. Okay. So I want to put that there. The C2 over here. Yeah. So removing the logic board, or the main board, we got to get way more in there. And I really, really, really don't want to. Pop that there. Okay. That was C6. No, we still need that one. Where'd the other screw go? There it is. Oh boy. At this point, I can't imagine getting this done today, but who knows, maybe. I also am not thrilled with how much I have actually recorded. It's going to be a lot of footage. But most of it's just blah, go through and replacing caps. So, all right. It's a bit of foil resting on the PCB. What do you mean foil? There's some plastic stuff over it. And then other stuff on top. I don't know. All right, let's continue. Next is C6. Where is that? 9, 8, 4. It's got to be this. 10? Wait, what? 7, 6. It's this one. Okay. I have already preheated the desoldering iron. So I think we're going to be good. It's a little tiny one. Oh my gosh, it's these 2 little barely visible ones. Okay. Trying to keep an eye on this stuff is almost impossible. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So the one string of the compressor makes noise? I'm not sure what you mean. see. Stupid joke about one of the cap ratings I was looking at. Oh, wait, what? C8 E-ray. Bit of foil resting. Oh, okay, I have no idea. I'm also getting quite hungry. So I am slightly distracted. Okay. There's that. Drat. I was trying to think I could resolder these with the desoldering iron and just leave that heated, but there's no way. Okay. Who needs a helping hand when you just bend the solder to where you want? Oh. Bunch of gook built up. That needs flux. There we go. Oh yeah, I got the polarity right? Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, you know what'll suck is if I get this done and we barely have enough time to turn it on. That will genuinely be irritating. All right, that one's done. Next, C4. That's 10, 8, 9, 45. Seriously. Again with the, oh, it goes right there. Okay. You know what? We're using this. I can blob that and then just pull it out. Oh, come on. I like my new forklift tweezers. Should have done this a long time ago. Oh my gosh! That one was super bad. Ah. Yeah, very, very glad I'm going through all of these. Thankfully, the motherboard has different capacitors. Well, now I want to actually clean that. Great. Full send. I mean, I'm gonna leave the motherboard ones just for now. But yeah, that was bad. Wish this thing didn't take so long to heat up, but also managed to cool down so fast. It's very annoying. But on the other hand, it's probably still way faster than other ones, so, I just never used any other ones because I wanted to jump straight to this. That almost worked. That one did work. Okay. That side is trashed. That was easily the worst cap on here. Without a doubt. I'm not even sure there is an angular ring on the bottom or top. Hopefully it connects to the plating inside or something. Or the internal layers. Man. Yeah, it's not looking good. Great. All right. That's this one. C4. Okay. Oh, yeah, the Kapton, those capacitors were taller than the original ones were, and I'm a little apprehensive about that. So I opted to put the Kapton on there just in case. But it's probably not going to be an issue. I'd be shocked if it actually becomes a problem. There we go. Kind of cheating on this because I didn't want to put as much stress on that pad by trying to fully clean it. So we're just going to hope for the best here. All right. I'm going to trim these. I'm going to flux that bad side and hope that the solder gets everywhere that it's needed. All right. Last set of caps. Okay. It is 8, 9, 45, and also 10. That's here. Okay, so it's those three and this one. All right. Oh, man. I'm getting the been sitting still for too long antsiness. I really want to be doing anything else at this point. But we don't have enough time for me to take a break. It is theoretically possible I could get it all done and reassembled. So we should try for that. I am going to hit all these with actual solder and then try and remove them all in one go. Because they're all the same value. Actually, this one's close enough. You know what? Screw it. Just do it this way. Boom. Double check. 220. Yeah, whatever. Also, the bad one. That was 35 and 56. And the replacement was unlisted. 50 volt, 56 UF. Perfect. Okay, so that was that one, and now these bunch of them. It's a whole gaggle of capacitors over here. Yeah, when I'm complaining that they're not coming out easily, it's because they can be this easy. Like, we just removed 4 capacitors in less time than it took me to remove most of the other ones. Because when they're easy, they're super easy. And these ones all look fine. But still, just full removal here. Now that, I think I can go back and use the desoldering iron to clean all those up pretty well. So let me get some solder on those, and then we can zip around and hit those. Oh, man. We're almost done. Almost done. This is the last round of caps, by the way. This is genuinely almost done. This is it. I need to clean out the pads, and then we can put the new ones in, which should go super duper quick because they're simple. And then we can start the reassembly, which is going to go a lot faster than the disassembly. All right. That was not enough time. That was also not enough time. Cool, so the negatives here are going to be a pain in the butt too. I might go sloppy and just heat the negatives as I put them in. We'll see. I kind of don't want to fight the ground plane that much. Yeah, that one worked. Give this one more go. Close enough.
Black Jim Alex says CHEER 100, you can do it. End of line.
Thank you for the 100 bits there, Black Jam. Last one to desolder. Perfect. Nope, no recharge. We're done. Okay. Woo. All right. Swap back to the iron. Okay. Positive. Negative. Positive. Negative. Positive, negative, and positive, negative. Okay. Whew. I'll just tack them in first, then I'll get them better positioned. What I got out of this all today, though, was that this very, very definitely needed the full recap on this power supply. It was extremely bad. There were a lot of caps that were very leaky. So anyone who has one of these definitely needs it to be done. Since I was late to mention this was extracurricular recapping, what's this board from? It's the Toshiba T1600. This is the power supply. By extracurricular, I mean this is not related to any current projects. This is just back burner, or this is something I set up to do a long time ago and then just never actually got around to doing it. I don't want to get any new projects going, and this is a good self-contained, just put the caps in, turn it on, see what happens kind of thing. And, oh, there we go. That is all the new caps in. Oh my gosh. Just quick sanity check. Polarity. Negative, 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 and negative, negative. Okay. Woo! Ready to go. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ha! Moving, walking, standing, stretching. Ugh. Oh, man. Ugh. Some days one just has to acknowledge one's project list overflowed. Stop trying to push new ones. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. No. Yeah, that's 100% what's going on there. Yeah, back hurts because that stool is, I think, as someone pointed out, a little too tall for that setup. I was actually looking at some different stools. I found some at a Goodwill that had a footrest rail on them and a back, but that wouldn't have really helped here. It needs to be shorter, not taller. Oh, now just 2 hours to reassemble. I don't think it took 2 hours to disassemble. I think it took like an hour to disassemble, then an hour to remove the first cap, but it should not take an hour to reassemble. It's going to go a lot faster. Okay. Once I get my break in. I'm going to go get a little water. I'll be right back. I would like some water. The water sounds really nice right about now. Oh, wow, there's things that my eyes can see that aren't just that power supply board. Wonderful. Okay. Missed a crack soldering on the green Pico fuse. I don't know what you're talking about on that. Green Pico fuse. Is it on the bottom? Yeah, I have no idea what the Pico fuse is. Oh, there are definitely some 0805s on here now that I'm looking at it. But I think the ones that... Okay, no. The ones I put on were definitely too small. I think the bigger ones are 1206, actually. Looks like a resistor. There's a lot of green things that look like resistors that are all labeled resistor. I don't see any that are labeled F. Oh, that thing just looks awful. Yeah, I think I need to go over this with some isopropyl on the toothbrush. On the top next to diode, okay. I'll look at that in a second. I just gotta clean some of this flux off because it's gross. Maybe not do it over my water. Okay. Now I'm going to kind of do a better version of what I did before. That didn't work. Alright. Wet it. So it has something to carry the flux. Get it in the fluid. And then over the trash. Okay. Next to a diode. Oh, that thing. Maybe? Okay, I see what you're talking about. Hold on. I don't know that it's correct. I'll just tap it real quick. There were issues. They're fixed now. Okay. Ugh. Totally didn't just spill that on myself. Okay. His ghost rings and soldering. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I didn't see it, but all right. Let's reassemble now. Okay. All right. With that done, I am ready to try and put this all back together so that I can find out if this thing actually works or not. I have no idea, and for all I know, there's going to be other caps in it that are bad. There's two on the mother CPU board there. There's two on the motherboard under this. I did not replace those. Those look to be from different sources because they're blue and green instead of black and, well, brown. That's it. So I'm hoping they were different vendors or part suppliers or ordering sessions. I don't know, but maybe those ones aren't as bad. So just fingers crossed because I didn't order those. All right, back in place. Let's reverse all the screws. Yeah, it might have shown up on camera. I probably could have seen it then. I did reflow it, so hopefully that just catches whatever. For all I know, this won't work, and I'll be pulling it out to try it again. All right. That's that. Now the weird hard drive plate thing. What does this go to? I feel like it's supposed to plug in right there, but no. Oh, that's a keyboard cable. Yeah, I have no idea what this is. Not a clue. I feel like it's gotta be ISA bus like or something coming off of the processor board, but I don't know. I don't see anywhere for it to connect, so I'm just going to leave it loose. All right, this is weird. That has to go there. And this goes... How does this go again? This sucks. It has to go really far back. I think that goes underneath. Okay, yeah, that locks in back there like that. Okay. That'll flip forward like that. Get the screw out. Let's not... Oh, great. I see it. Hooray for magnets! All right, come on. There we go. Okay. And over here. Oh, that goes like that. That gets held down there. Okay. I don't know that I have the screw for that still, but whatever. Goes there. And this... Uh-oh, I missed another cable, I think. Wait a minute. No. Okay. I do need to plug the hard drive in, though. That would be helpful. This has to be fully reassembled, which I did not do last time. Okay, I need this loose. Oh man, that cable is... That modem cable is rough. Okay, is that good? You gotta plug in, please. How's the progress? We have all of the capacitors replaced. The power supply is buried under that. I am trying to reassemble it completely for the first time now. Ah, there's a hard drive connection. Okay, good. There's that, and then there's this, which I think might be power LED. Okay, here's that. Speaker goes here. And then processor plugs in right there, which is just weird. And then we need this thing. This kind of goes in and then rotates or something. I don't know, this was strange. Goes like this. No. How did this go? Is it under? Okay, yeah, like that. It goes under, because I guess it provides support for the expansion interface area. Maybe. I don't know. There. Like that. Oh, it holds the hard drive cable in. That's for sure. Okay. All right. Let's plug in the expansion thing. Or screw that in. Okay. So we have 3 screws for, whoops, not throw the screwdriver. 3 screws for this part. 1 here. One for the hard drive retention bracket thingamajig. and one there. Okay, then we got to put the foil on. So there's two that have, or they just have, they have, what you call it, washers, that's it. If I could get it out. Here, magnets, do my job. Okay. Wait, when do I plug in the keyboard cable? I think I'm going to do that right now. I also noticed this technically has the release latch thing, which I'm not thrilled that I pulled it out without doing, but well. Okay, push that back in, clamp it down. Okay, that's attached. Foil goes here. Yeah, that keyboard was next. Okay. So like that. Speaker cable. The speaker cable's already plugged in. There you go. We need to count the beeps? No, it's just going to work. It's going to be fully functional at... Let me plug in the display cable. But it's going to fully function after this. No errors. It's perfect. It's fixed. It's perfect. It's my new favorite computer. This machine has never worked. Ever. For years. Okay. That, then we have bar. That's the next one. This goes there. Actually, I think I gotta hook that in and then kind of rotate it in place. Pretty sure this went over it. Okay. Good luck? Yeah, that is what it's gonna take. There's only a lot of things that could be wrong. Do not refit the NiCad battery pack? Absolutely not. Oh, do you mean the other ones? No, probably not right now, at least. Okay, I'm gonna rest this here. And then feed this in like that. Get the, nope, not like that. Like this. Okay, that goes like that. Do I need this out, actually, to have the space? Wow, this is very tight. Okay. I'm going to feed this in this way, which is wrong, but it kind of worked better. I'm going to put the cover back on. Screw goes in the upper right. That's the only screw that actually positively holds in the hinge now. Because plastic sucks. My money's on not it powers up and then refuses boot. Complaining about unauthorized cap replacements. Yeah, it's not an Apple product. Just needed power supply recap. Is working fine. That would be awesome without the screen. DisplayBoard was super toast. Ooh. I haven't looked at that at all. I don't want to hear that. It's going to be fine. It's going to be perfect. That's what I'm telling myself. Why is this being weird? What's it catching on? Back goes in, but then this feels wrong. Is it the LEDs? Feels like it's the LEDs. I don't know. Maybe it's ferrite core thing. Nah, we'll call that good. Okay. Oh, expansion. We're not putting that back in. Rear, that, not quite. Under key plastic, that's this. I would like these to be on next. It's out of order, but I know where they go. Look at all the desoldering I gotta do. Yeah! Yay! And I'll replace battery in MacBook Pro that's just to my right and only slightly smashed. Front door delivered cease and desist. I'm gonna go ahead and just connect the keyboard first so it doesn't fall out. There we go. All right. There's a bunch going on in the back. So we have two tall ones going here. Come on, there we go. Okay. So one of these has this weird grounding thing that goes over this plastic tab. And the other two just go wherever. I don't even remember. Sure, here. No, we don't know it works, because I just recapped the power supply for the first time after having owned it for years. And I have not tried it yet. So we are moments away. We are 2 screws away from putting the monitor back on, and then attempting to power it, which it is positive center 12 volts. 2 screws, okay. Missed most of the stream again? Well, you're about to get the best part. The part where it works, and I'm so happy. It's 2.5 amps, 12 volts positive center. I have a 3 volt, or 3 amp, 12 volt capable power supply sitting next somewhere around here that I will be trying. Okay. That's it, all back together. Well, with the exception of the display. Let's pop that on. Boom. Okay, power supply. Jack size is big, 5mm, so I'm gonna have to do a little bit of testing here. It's not that one. I don't think it's the native one. No. This? Maybe. Probably. Yeah. Okay. Let me plug this in, set it to 12 volts because this is variable voltage. Make sure I don't kill the laptop after all that. All right. Wakey, wakey. Okay. That's 18 Drop that to 12.1. Okay. Here we go. Last time I plugged this in, smoke came out. Hopefully not this time. Okay. That's plugged in. Power button. Nothing's happening. The power supply shut off. As soon as I plug it in, the display on the power supply shuts off, which I'm guessing means that there's a short. Well, it's not a dead short. What's the resistance? Oh, this baseline should be 0.2. Yeah. Okay. That is 800K. Wait, that should be fine. Why does it shut off? Maybe the power supply's bad. I don't think so. Do I have another big 12-volt power supply? That's 5-volt. One moment. I have an enormous 12-volt power supply. Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, 12-volt, 8.5 amps. All right. I'm going to voltage check this first because it says 12 to 17, and I would just like to know. $12. Okay. This is enough amps for something to happen. All right. Here we go. All right, nothing without the power button. Nothing with the power button. Wait a minute. That's more smoke. That smells like chip smoke. Ah! It's dead. That was magic smoke. It's toast. It's not wrong polarity. Drat. It's real quick. It's whatever's happened has happened. I would like to see this. So that's a red LED for power.
Ultimate says have a CHER 100. You
Yeah,
tried.
it lights.
Didn't want to cooperate. End of line.
You guys... Great. Ben, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, that's a fail. That sucks. All right, well, no more to be done. We're not plugging in video. Smoke came out of it. It will catch on fire. Unplug the drives. I'm not opening this. We have 6 minutes. We are done. That's it. Game over. No, we can't see what cooked. We have 6 minutes. We're not opening it. So yeah, I will probably open it on my own time at some point, because really what you guys want to see is going to be satisfied with a photo. So yeah, I'm going to have to do this some other point. So glad I bought those caps. Yay, and spent 4 hours putting them in there. But yeah. That is annoying. But oh well. What's frustrating is that's what it did to me last time too. But I wouldn't have, I mean, I would have guessed it was one of the caps, like spewing cap juice or something. I don't know. That's so annoying. I really wanted that thing to work. It's kind of cool, but also kind of sucks. So I don't know. Oh well. Yeah. Amazing 4 hours of content. Sure. Yeah, okay. Me sitting there losing my mind staring at a power supply board? I don't think so. So, it's not a reversed cap. I specifically checked for that before I put the board back in. That's not. They all passed. Oh, well. Yeah. That's a shame. That's very, very annoying. All right, well, we should wrap this up. Hope it's just power transistor, not an obtanium chip. That would be nice, yeah. But no way of knowing for right now, because it takes way too much work to open this thing. I will go ahead and leave the labels alone. Just, yeah. But that is going to be it. So... all right. Where is it? It's over here. Okay. So I'm going to run this. Well, thank you all for being here. It's a shame it didn't work. I mean, we very obviously found bad capacitors in the power supply. The power supply was failing, for sure, without a doubt. But apparently, there's something else that's bad in there. It is possible. It could be a transistor or something on the power supply board. So I am going to have to open that stupid, horribly complicated thing again to take a look at it to see what smoked. But yeah. Yeah, tomorrow we're doing another Mission Impossible. Yeah, here. Let me show you what level of fun we're up for tomorrow. Mmm. Tasty. Yummy. Yeah, so we're gonna look at that tomorrow. Delightful. So you can look forward to that. But yeah, not that, because like I said, that's gonna be a photo. That'll answer the question. So yeah, we won't be we won't be doing that on stream tomorrow. So, all right. Thank you all for being here. That didn't go well. I'm not happy about that. I'm really not happy that it's got a toasted part. Maybe it's a single transistor. I don't know. Maybe something went out of spec when it was bad caps, and when I powered it the first time, it blew something, and that something's still blown, and that just needs replaced. I don't know. I won't find out until I get in there. But that is it for now. So thank you all for, hold on, what am I looking for here? That's it. That's the thing. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, you may want to follow to be notified when I go live again next. Or if you want to help support the channel, you get a shirt like this one, or find me on Patreon. But for now, that's it, and I will see you next time.